Hey everybody, Jim Perry here. It is another very windy day in southeast Minnesota, but we're mid 70s now, so no sweatshirt today for metal detecting out in this field. This is a field that I have detected several times before. It's an ongoing permission from a friend, and I have recently come across some information that's allowed me to really pinpoint where each of the structures once stood on this site. So this was a working farm. We're guessing sometime in the mid 1800s to mid to late mid 1800s on through about 1950. The home would have sat just up on top of this hill, just past me, and then some of the barns were on the other side of this hill. The piece of cement that's kind of up here would have been the, I believe, the front or the back steps to the home itself. So I'm just kind of searching this area down below. There's so much iron and trash up where the home site was that I decided to focus on an area down here, which at one time was all wooded. So I'm fairly certain that I'm finding some things from the home when it was either burned or bulldozed down. Let me show you what my first couple of targets have been. So first target came up really strong in the 90s. A piece of brass, very pretty little piece. Assuming a hook for something. The screws fell out as I was pulling it out, and again, there's just so many targets here, I'm not even sure that I'm going to be able to find them. But beautiful little piece that will clean up very nicely. And then no more than about 6 feet away, came up kind of an odd tone, and you could see why it came up odd. I was like, what on earth is that? This is a spoon, a very old spoon. I'll have to get that cleaned up, see if I might be able to straighten it, although maybe more interesting left the way that it is. So I'm going to hit this area for a bit longer, see what else might come up. So right up there is where the front or back steps of the home were. I'm assuming the back steps. And I'm just making my way further and further out here to where this would have been woods back here, hoping that I could get away from all of the trashy signals up there. This is an area where I found actually a couple of children's toys. So I may just stay farther down at the bottom of the hill here, and just ran into this. Again, this is a place where I have found other children's toys. This appears to be part of a toy tractor. I always like digging toys. I know there's not much here. I'll have to go back and forth right here to see what else might come up, but I'll take that. Very cool. So I'm back up the back steps here. I really didn't want to take more than about an hour out here today, so I'm going to call it time and head back home. 2 or 3 kind of noteworthy finds, nothing extra special, but again, grateful for the time out here today. Let me show you what I found. So the wrap up is going to hold off for just a bit here. As I was getting started with it, a four-wheeler Ranger pulled up out into the field with some neighbors from down the road that were curious as to what I was doing, and they give me a bit more information about the property here. So gentleman and his elderly father kind of gave me a little bit more information about here and some possible locations to look around. So the older gentleman had been in the home that I was detecting. They were talking about the farm and the barn that was across the way from it. And then they pointed out a few different locations, actually a possible stagecoach stop near here, 2 or 3 nearby country schoolhouses. And then this, just off on the side of this property, you really wouldn't even see it, is an old lane, an old road that went through here. And they suggested that it's on the property that I'm hunting, so I might as well walk through here to see what I might be able to find. So I'll do a quick back and forth. This really could become a couple of hours of searching, but at least to get an introduction today. We'll take a look, see what we might be able to find real quickly. Otherwise, we will get to the wrap up in just a bit. So thick back here, I know it's hard to see, but the lane that I just walked came through there and led me to here. Absolutely gorgeous view. So this would be where it would have crossed the river, right in here, and headed up in that direction. So grateful, just kind of by dumb luck, to run into these guys, because they were either genuinely curious about what I was doing or maybe suspicious. I know the older gentleman said that he still has an old White's metal detector that he had from years ago, but grateful for the opportunity to run into them, which drew me to here. Oh my goodness, absolutely gorgeous. We'll get to the wrap up here so I can make my way home. So I made my way back up this lane. For a quick wrap up, I did see a lot of pottery plates. I didn't grab any examples of that today, but this would be part of an old door or drawer handle. It's ceramic. Interesting, that was a surface find. Down here on this lane, I found this. I'm not sure if it's a piece of ammunition. It's actually very, very heavy. The toy tractor piece and the brass hook, very, very pretty. That'll clean up really, really nice and be a great display piece. And I'm losing things here. And then I'm on a roll for silver plated spoons. Dropping everything today. Came up as a crazy signal because of the shape. I'm looking at the back, and I'll get it cleaned up and get a good picture of it, but it's saying Fairfield silver plate. So on a roll with silver plated spoons. That is great. So it's time to head home and start thinking about getting supper together for the family. Grateful to the homeowner for inviting me back out here again today, and looking forward to come back and searching this area. I might be done with the field. I really am tired of digging those trashy signals. So this leaves me with a bit more to explore. Got some ideas from those gentlemen a little while ago. And then the homeowner has told me about a couple of other locations on properties of theirs that I'll be able to get to this spring or summer. Very grateful for that. Gives me something to do. As always, thanks for joining me again today. Hope to see you soon.